Hey guys, Chef Ange here, and I'm here to teach you how to make our braised lamb shanks in Asian master stock. I'm just going to introduce all of our different ingredients today, starting with our dried chilies, lemongrass chopped. We have our black peppercorns and cinnamon stick, ginger, garlic, star anise. We've also got our beautiful lamb shanks, which are Frenched here. We've got our chicken stock. I'm going to use our Shaoxing wine, which is our Chinese cooking wine. And we're also going to use our tamari. I've also got orange rind. Now orange is really lovely for any Asian stocks. It gives it that citrus flavour through it. And obviously, and surely but not, our scallions. So just to start, we're going to have our pot on a medium heat. I'm going to start the master stock. So we're going to add some rice bran oil just to the pot on a low heat. We're going to grab our garlic, and you don't really need to chop it too much. Chop it quite randomly, and we're just really starting the flavours of our master stock. These are the really great basics of all Asian cooking: ginger, garlic, scallions, star anise, cinnamon. Just grab our pot, grab our bits and pop that in there. We want to just get that on a medium heat, just to start that flavour. If only it was smell-o-vision. Let me turn that down a bit. You can get that flavour going. Yum. Now meanwhile, I've got my other pan on over here, and I'm going to start to brown our lamb shanks. The reason why we brown it is to get a lot of the flavour, the caramelisation, and it just brings a lot more flavour to your actual meat. It also holds the meat together as well. Okay, now I'm going to add my chicken stock. Now today I'm just using the 2 lamb shanks. If you're cooking for a family, you can add more and just increase the ingredients in your recipe. Just bring that up to the boil. So we're going to turn that up a little bit higher, and we're going to add all of our seasoning. If you don't like chili, you can omit this, but I love chili. Love it spicy. We've also got some lemongrass. I'm going to add that in our bowl as well. It's probably about 4 tablespoons. I've got my black peppercorns and my cinnamon stick. I've got our star anise. Love star anise. It's really licoricey, and it also has a really great flavour as well. It's quite earthy, so it brings that earthiness to your marinade. And add some scallions. In Asian cooking, we always like to use the green part. Throw them in, and that's your master stock. Look at those flavours, guys. Now, the Shaoxing wine. The reason why we add the wine, it's kind of like cooking, like French cooking, European cooking. I love to add it. It's really flavoursome and salty. A lot of Asian cooking recipes have this. So 125 mils, a small wine glass, and some soy, or tamari today, which is what we're using. The same amount. Now the key to this master stock is you need to bring it up to the boil, and once it's to the boil, we're going to add our lamb shanks. So now we'll grab our lamb shanks. You can see that these are Frenched, so the top of the meat has been pulled back, so you're going to get that really chefy look as well. And I'm going to add these to the pan. This is on a medium heat over here. We're going to add some rice bran oil as well, so it can caramelise the outside. So you can see that's all happening there. My marinade and master stock is coming up to the boil. Now your lamb shake should take between 3.5 hours to cook on a medium heat and on a low simmer. So you just got to make sure that it's not boiling over too much. As you can see over here, you can see the lamb shake's getting nicely caramelised. The key here is not to have it on too high a heat, because if it's too high, you're going to burn the outside and you're going to get a burnt flavour through your lovely lamb shanks. Lamb shanks are great, so easy to cook really, and you can do it in all different types of flavours. So if you didn't want to do it in an Asian marinade, you could add tomato, you could add basil, you could add rosemary, you could add all the different flavourings for Italian or French cooking, which would be, you know, onions and shallots and leeks, which are so delicious. So as you can see, I'm getting that nice caramelisation on the outside. At this stage of my stock, I'm going to add my orange peel. So grab your trusty peeler. We're just going to lightly press. We don't want to get the white part of the pith inside, which can also sometimes become quite bitter. I'm going to do half of an orange here for you. If you do get the white part, and I'll show you how to take that off with your knife. So say for instance, you've got a little bit of this white on here. Just grab your knife and run that along the actual orange peel, and you can take that off because that gives it a bitterness, which we don't want in our stock. And there you have it there. And as that comes up to the boil, we can add that in. Well, let's have a look at our lamb shanks over here. Just turning them again. Turning them again. You can see you've got that lovely brown flavour. And they're almost ready for the pot. As this comes up to the simmer, we can add them in. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more chicken stock to that. And a little bit of more Shanks wine. We're good to go almost, guys. If you wanted to speed up the process, you can just add a lid to get that going. If you want to have a look over here, guys, look, it's really starting to really caramelise now. So delicious. If you could only smell this, it's just incredible. Now that's coming up to the boil, I'm just going to add my lamb shanks to the pot. Place them in there nicely and make sure that they're all covered underneath the stock. Look at that. And then we will see you in 3.5 hours. And now let's have a look at our soup. It's been 3.5 hours. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look. Oh, it's lovely and soft. Have a look at that, guys. The smell is absolutely incredible. Just plate it in our bowl here. Oh my goodness. The smell, the master stock is just incredible. You can smell all the ginger and garlic and lemongrass, chili. Put my other two here. So obviously if you were making this at home with your family, you'd have a few more shanks. Today I just cooked the two. I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of coriander and can also add some of the braising liquid. How delicious. Yum. And if you'd like to use all of these incredible, beautiful ingredients, and I'm going to turn it into a beautiful braised lamb shank soup, you can have a look at our next video. Eat, eat, eat.